Greetings and salutations. I am Commander Dan Muller, the Operations and Maintenance Officer with NAVFAC Southwest Metro Production Office. And I'm here today to talk about direct fleet support operations in the Metro San Diego area. And a large part of the fleet support is accomplished through the Metro Production Office. The Metro Production Office is organized into 5 product lines that each play a critical role in delivering NAVFAC products and services to the fleet. The product lines are electrical utilities, civil utilities, mechanical utilities, transportation operations, and transportation maintenance. The best place to discuss fleet support is through fleet requirements. The source document for most requirements is the Logistics Requisition Form, or log rec. The log rec is submitted by visiting and home ported ships whenever they return to port. This single document highlights everything that the returning ship or boat will need from the shore enterprise, and the large majority of these requirements are provided by the Metro Production Office. So what does a log rec look like? A standard form used in the Southwest area of responsibility is broken down into 10 or more lines and delivered by naval message. Each line of the log rec describes status or request service. Typical log recs will have information on the following lines. Alpha, arrival time. Bravo, berthing assistance, primarily tugs and pilots. Golf, not common on the log rec, but this is where ordnance stores would be referenced. Typical ordnance loading and offloading is coordinated through separate correspondence, but just in case, this is where it would show up. The Metro Production Office supports most San Diego area weapons loading. Kilo, harbor facilities. This is the primary line for NAVFAC fleet support, and I will cover each item individually. Brow placement. Nothing happens until the transportation operations, crane and rigging teams can set at least one brow for safe passage of personnel. Additional requests for crane lifts can be included here or scheduled separately. These additional crane and rigging services can include stores loading, special equipment loading and offloading. While in port, follow-on crane services support maintenance activities and include antenna replacement, elevated work platforms, weight testing of capstans and davits, and specialized lifts. This is a very busy group, completing on average 20,000 lifts per month in support of fleet operations. Electric power, provided by the Electrical Utilities Ship-to-Shore Team. The Ship-to-Shore Team makes physical connections from the shore power to the ship after an extensive berth preparation process. Each cable and receptacle is tested and verified safe prior to being put into use. The Metro San Diego bases typically do not produce the electricity provided, but the combined NAVFAC team supports the extensive infrastructure of electrical distribution and metering. Collection, holding, and transfer system, or CHT, wastewater, sewage, black gold if you will. These connections are made by the ship-to-shore team, and the installation infrastructure of over 200 miles of wastewater lines is maintained and operated by the civil utilities team. With limited storage on board the ships, this is probably the second most critical service next to electricity. Steam, not as common as it once was. Steam is still required for several platforms. The Metro San Diego area has retired its large central steam plants and provides steam through individual steam plants that are able to effectively scale production to meet demand. The steam is provided by the Mechanical Utilities Group. These specialized professionals manage over 100 miles of steam and condensate lines and conduct regular chemistry testing to ensure the steam quality is maintained. Compressed air. Provided at limited piers, the Civil Utilities team operates and maintains nearly 40 miles of high and low pressure compressed air lines and associated production equipment. Vehicles. One of the most popular items, especially for visiting ships. The Transportation Operations Group provides all vehicle services from duty vehicles, buses, heavy transportation equipment, and specialized vehicles as required. And the Transportation Maintenance Team keeps the fleet of support vehicles in top condition through heavy and automotive repair facilities. Additionally, the Transportation Maintenance Team performs weight handling equipment, also known as cranes, maintenance, inspection, testing, and certification. Line mic, potable water, provided through the base infrastructure. Similar to electrical power, none of the Metro San Diego bases make their own potable water, but there is significant infrastructure, over 300 miles of water lines between the respective fence lines and the fleet. The Civil Utilities team is responsible for water quality testing, cross-connection controls, and the physical infrastructure for potable water. Quebec covers customs clearance, but also holds specific guidance for foreign garbage treatment. Garbage that originates from foreign ports is regulated by the United States Department of Agriculture, and any food or food packaging requires special handling and timely transportation to approved sites. The Transportation Operations Team handles the delivery of specialized dumpsters and transport to the approved disposal sites. Line X-ray, not common, but would contain special offloading instructions for hatches on cargo ships or specialty heavy lifts. We conduct a plethora of heavy and otherwise specialty lifts for the fleet, but they are typically coordinated directly and not included in the log rec. Zulu, miscellaneous instructions and coordinating information. This is where we provide the contact information for the utility duty desk and details for funding if applicable. With the shift from working capital to general fund, the requirement for individual ships to provide funding has all but gone away, and that is a good thing, a great thing. So there you have it, fleet support as defined by the fleet request. And for direct fleet support in the Metro San Diego area, you only need to make one call, the Metro Production Office. We are a 500+ person strong organization of motivated professionals who are the recognized subject matter experts for transportation and utilities delivery. We are all in, all the time, in always, 24/7, 365. Hoorah and keep charging.